Please note that nothing in the video should be considered as legal advice. The comments mentioned in the video are merely opinions and should not be taken as legal counsel. If you require legal advice, we recommend that you consult an attorney who can offer guidance based on your specific circumstances. Also, we want to emphasize that violence against others is never acceptable. We condemn any form of violence against others, and violence is not supported by this channel or its creator.
Now in this video, we're going to be covering a stop conducted by Officer Ryan Sims of the Lawson Police Department back on June 1st of 2024. Now I've covered this video before, but this time we're going to break it down a little bit better. We're going to look at the probable cause statement that Officer Sims put in with the Ray County Court and see how that compares to the actual video.
On June 1, 2024 at approximately 1:59 in the morning, I was parked in the parking lot of Casey's General Store, located on West 6th Street. While there, I observed a dark-colored Lexus turn on its blinker to turn into the parking lot. I observed that when the driver saw me, she turned off her turn signal and continued driving west on 6th Street, D Highway. I began to follow the Lexus, pulling my patrol vehicle behind the car, and observed that the driver ran off the right side of the roadway.
In the video I'm watching, I don't see the driver running off the roadway. She comes close to the fog line, but I don't in any way see her running off the roadway. And make a note of that 1:59 a.m. part, and we're going to cover that in just a few minutes.
I further observed that the vehicle's rear license plate light was not fully illuminated within 50 feet.
We're able to determine in the zoom view that the distance between the two cars was greater than 50 feet, and that the shadow area here indicates that the headlights from the patrol car didn't illuminate the plate. It was from an internal source.
After following briefly, I activated my emergency lights and siren, and the driver pulled to the right side of the roadway.
Now on screen are two documents filed in this case by Officer Sims. The citation is filed with the City Court, and the probable cause is with the Ray County Circuit Court. These two documents indicate different incident times. The citation states 5 minutes after midnight, while the probable cause has the time at 1:59 a.m. It's my opinion that Officer Sims misrepresents the time in the Circuit Court deliberately. And I'll explain my thought on that at the end of the video. Now, Officer Sims had his body cam muted at the first of the video, but I wanted to show how the interaction went with the driver and this officer, how it was just a normal stop, right up until the point that he decides to reapproach the car and ask for a search.
Okay, so I've been doing this for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything in the vehicle we need to know about?
No, there's not.
Okay, do you care if we look?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
It's not that I
You
have
wanna
anything,
call-
it's that you're violating my constitutional rights right now, and I don't appreciate it.
Which rights are you talking
All
about?
of them. You pulled me over for a light.
Okay.
Okay, I'll fix the light.
Okay.
But then you start questioning me about where I come from, where I'm going. That's none of your business.
Okay.
Okay, I'm traveling. I'm not driving commercially, which is the only thing you have jurisdiction over. I'm driving in my private capacity as a person that lives in this country. I'm not conducting commerce. You don't have any right to be pulling me over because I'm not conducting commerce. I'm traveling privately in my automobile.
Okay.
Okay?
So
I was nice. I let you have my ID. I let you have my insurance. I let you ask me your stupid questions. And I'm trying to go home, man.
Okay.
I'm not going to sit here and wait while you guys try to search my car to try to find something to arrest me for, which is stupid. I get you guys have quotas to meet, but fuck, man.
Yeah, well, we don't have quotas.
I'm ready to go home and go to
Quotas
bed. It's fucking like midnight.
Okay.
I have to work tomorrow.
Okay. So at this point, what we were going to do,
So
and
at
I'm
least
just
Ray
being
County
honest.
fucking, respects our rights and don't try to fucking pull some bullshit like this.
Okay. Right. We'll get a dog. To 11 County. Can we have a K9 respond to our location, please?
Coming all the way from Hardin.
So is she?
Do you want us to contact Ray County's off-duty K9 or different agency.
See if Clay County has one.
Whoever's on call.
Copy. What's the reason?
Drugs.
Copy, Jake.
Do you want to go watch her, make sure she's not stuffing stuff?
2011.
I approached the driver and identified myself as a Lawson police officer. I advised the driver that the reason I stopped her was her lane violation, and that her plate was not fully illuminated within 50 feet. I asked the driver for her driver's license and proof of insurance. I identified the driver, she provided me with a valid insurance card. I returned to my patrol vehicle, and Officer Quick arrived at my location. I approached the vehicle and asked the driver for consent to search the vehicle. She became upset and refused. I asked Officer Quick to watch her while I returned to my patrol vehicle to call for a K-9. The driver became upset, hostile and belligerent when Officer Quick approached her passenger side of the vehicle.
Go ahead.
918 is unavailable at this time. Do you have a different agency you would like us to contact?
If you could contact Clay or Clinton, see if they're available.
Copy.
In this next segment, we're going to get to hear Officer Sims' probable cause statement before the video actually depicts what's going on. So
I observed the driver exit the vehicle and began to argue with Officer Quick. I exited my vehicle and observed the driver advise Officer Quick that the traffic stop was over. I observed the driver re-enter the driver's side of the vehicle and I approached her advising her that she needed to exit the vehicle for officer safety due to her behavior. She refused multiple times and attempted to shut me in the door. After a brief struggle, Officer Quick and I were able to get the driver out of the vehicle, place her in cuffs, and put her in my patrol
Sit in the
vehicle.
car.
You lied.
Sit in the car.
You lied.
Sit in the car.
You lied. We're
Sit in
done
the
with this
car.
traffic stop.
No, we are not.
Yes, we are.
No, we are not.
You better get your supervisor here right now.
Okay.
And I mean it.
Okay.
I'm not putting no.
So, actually step out.
No.
Step
I
out.
will not be stepping out. You
Pencil-
get your supervisor right now,
Pennsylvania
sir.
versus Mims.
Get your supervisor
Get
now.
out. Get out of the car.
Get your supervisor.
Get out of the car.
Get your
Get out
supervisor.
of the car.
I am requesting your supervisor immediately.
Get out of the car. You're going to be taken.
Get your supervisor.
Get out of the car.
You're violating my rights.
Pennsylvania versus
Get
Mims
your
says we can
supervisor
ask you to
now.
Get out of the car. Get out of the
Get
car.
your supervisor.
Step out of the car.
Get your supervisor.
Step out of the car.
Get your supervisor.
Ma'am, you're going to turn this into
You
something
need
don't
to
want it
get
be.
your
Step
supervisor,
out of
and
the
I
vehicle.
mean it. You are violating my rights, and I will sue you. I will file against your bond. You will have to pay
Against my
for
bond.
it.
I'm going to rip you out of the car in about 5 seconds.
Where
Get
is
out
your
of the vehicle.
supervisor?
They're not
You
coming.
cannot violate my rights. I know my
Get out
rights.
of the vehicle.
I'm requesting your supervisor.
Step out of the car.
You need to get your superior.
Is there anything we can say to make you peacefully get out of the car?
Peacefully get out of the car?
Peacefully
Yeah,
get out
you
of
can
the
tell
car.
me why you lied to me to pull me over.
You ran off the side of the road. Half your
I did not
license
run off
plate
the
light
side
is
of the
off,
road.
And you improperly
I did not run off the
signaled.
side of the road. I turned my
you
blinker
did.
on,
It's on
realized
camera.
Casey's was closed, turned my blinker off, and went on about my way.
So you improperly signaled. You ran off the side of the road.
No, I signaled because I was going to turn and I changed my mind.
Step out of the vehicle.
Get your supervisor
Step
here.
out of the vehicle.
Get your supervisor here.
Okay, I'm now telling you.
I'm about
get
to
out
call
of the
Wright
vehicle.
County and tell them that I'm being accosted by 2 police officers that are violating my rights.
Okay, step out of the vehicle.
Why?
Huh? Because Pennsylvania versus Mims says
Which
that
is,
we can ask you
which
to
is,
get out.
can you articulate for me
Yes,
the
I
crime
can.
that I have committed
Yes, I
that gives
can.
you the right to do this?
I've already done that.
No, you have not,
Step
because
out
it's
of the
not a
car.
crime. That is not a crime, sir. You need to
Taser.
get your hands off of me, sir.
Taser.
Get your hands off of me,
She's hit
sir.
me. Taser. She just
Get
hit
your
me.
hands
Taser.
off of me, sir. Stop.
Get out of the car.
You're violating my rights. I want to
Get out
talk
of
to
the
your
car.
supervisor
Get
now.
out of the car.
Sir, do not touch me. Do not touch me.
Taser.
I am bipolar as Do not do this.
Then step
Please
out of the
get your supervisor. I am requesting your goddamn supervisor. Get your supervisor.
Taser.
Get your supervisor. You guys get your supervisor. What the f is wrong with you? You don't have the right to do this. Sir, please
Pepper
don't get...
spray. Pepper
No,
spray.
don't,
Pepper
don't,
spray.
don't.
Pepper spray.
Please do not.
Step out of the car. You're getting it.
Please do not.
Step out of the f***ing car.
Sir, you're violating
the
my
car.
rights.
Get on the grip.
I'm telling you again. You are violating... Oh, that's my bad shoulder. Ow! Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please. Please. Please.
My cuffs are right on the front.
I am begging
Mine are too, apparently.
God, that's hurting my sword so bad. Oh, God.
Let's go.
Where are we going?
To my car.
For what?
Huh?
For what, sir?
You're being detained.
For what?
For what?
Can you articulate for me the crime I have committed that
Pat her
is giving
down.
you the right to detain me?
Pat her down.
Sir,
Spread your legs.
can you please tell me what crime I have committed that gives you the right to detain me?
Yep, I've
What?
already done that.
No, I want to know what the crime is I have committed.
Stop.
What crime have I committed?
Huh? We've already been there.
I didn't do what you wanted me to. That's not a crime. It is not a crime. I don't have to obey
That's your
unlawful orders.
Hello.
I want your
Hey.
supervisor, and I mean it.
So we've got a lady that just fought us. So if you could give me a second, catch my breath.
Come search the canine. I don't give a fuck. I don't have anything to hide
We're
other than you're violating my goddamn
requesting
rights.
that somebody come here with a canine to search the vehicle. When I approached and asked
because you
her
can't get here
my
within 20
set
minutes,
of
you've got to
questions,
stay behind.
she got upset. When we said we were going to call for a dog, she like became belligerent and fought us.
I am tired.
So we would like, if you're available, for you to come do it.
This is
Sniff.
Shit, you pull people over to meet your quotas, and then you go and use force when you don't have any right to. I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm trying to go home.
Do what? Yeah, she is.
Because I'm shaking.
Most likely, yeah. That's kind of this week, so. One, yeah, I'm ready to hang on. Not like inside. Okay. Okay. Yeah, well, I appreciate it, so. Sorry about that. Alright, here's what. What? No. So, Pennsylvania versus MIMS says when they're being uncompliant like that, we can ask them to step out for our safety. She has paraphernalia in the front. I was asking her to step out after you told her to get in. She was shoving shit in between her seat when I first came up, like in this hole here where you can see. She got a torch there. When she reached towards you, she's being detained. We don't have to play that game. The deputy's not coming. They're recommending that we tow the car and do whatever we're going to do with her. So,
What do you want to do with her?
thinking, do we have a bond schedule here? I don't think we do. Do you want to call Bruce and see what he recommends at this point, or?
Let's call Chef.
Because I want to not drag this in a direction they want to go. Because in Plattsburgh, we would tow the car, take him to jail, and give him a bond.
The audio from Officer Sims' body camera is exposing the large discrepancy between the video we are seeing and his depiction of events, his manipulation of the sequence of events, representations of what was and wasn't said, exaggeration of key events, and omission of other events, all form an altered version of what really happened, a version that would lead a prudent officer to do exactly what Officer Sims did in that situation. This manipulation continues with his call to the chief and his final probable cause with the courts.
So we helped her out of the car. He wants to know. Well, here, let me have him talk to you.
Hello. So, I know what we do in Plattsburgh, but I don't know if you'd be okay with it here. So, I seen a lady, she acted like she was going to turn into Casey's, signaled, didn't turn, kept going straight, so I pulled behind her. She drove off the side of the road, pulled her over, and I was like, hey, Officer Sims, the reason I stopped you is you drove off the side of the road, and, by the way, your plate light's out. It's only halfway illuminated. This is why we stopped you. Can I get your license, insurance? When I started asking the magic questions of, like, if she had drugs or anything, she kind of was hesitant for a while.
Mhm.
Is there anything in the vehicle we need to know about?
No, there's not.
Okay, do you care if we look? by any
Yes, I
chance?
do.
0.68 seconds. That is nearly an eternity.
To ask. So I came up and asked her if we could search, and she got like fucking crazy on us. So I went back to the car to write a ticket, and we were asking for a canine. She got out of the car on Alicia. When I got out of the car, she jumped back in the car. Sit in the car. And I was like, no, at this point you're detained. You're jumping out of the car on my other officer. We're going to detain you. So then she fought us and resisted. So now she's in the back of my car cuffed. Are you okay with me towing the car, taking her to the PD and issuing tickets? Or do we take them to jail and give them a bond? Or what do you want done? That's what I was thinking. So
She was in the center console when I walked back up here.
okay. So, and she was also digging around in the car. So, no, but we're not going to leave it on the side of the road. So, okay. Well, that's all I needed. Thanks, sir.
What do you say?
Okay. Bye. So I was on the right page. So, resisting is a fingerprintable crime. So even if we run it through the city, we still have to fingerprint her. So we'll go ahead and tow the car and go from there.
So are you just going to do it through city, or are you going to take her to Brick County?
I will do it through the city, take her to the PD, issue tickets, fingerprint her, or go from there.
The remainder of the video is sped up and shows the inventory of the car, if you can call it that. Normally during an inventory, there would be some sort of cataloging of the items. And if you notice, Officer Sims nor Officer Quick appear to be cataloging anything. Instead, Officer Sims seems focused on a criminal search, trying to find those non-existent drugs or other evidence of some phantom crime that he imagines is afoot. In a few moments, you're going to see that Officer Sims finds a utility knife in the driver's purse and draws Officer Quick's attention to that in an effort to show how dangerous the driver was. That purse was on the floorboard, kicked up under the driver's seat partially.
So she had a knife in between her legs.
Now, I said I would explain why I thought Officer Sims deliberately stated 159 on the probable cause he filed with Ray County. And that's because if you look at the events as Officer Sims depicts on his probable cause statement alone, without the video to cross-reference, both a prosecutor and a judge could find that there was some reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. Think about it. If a car is driving along 2 hours after a store closes and goes to turn into the store, sees a police officer, then decides to go on, that's a lot of suspicious activity right there. But it's not so suspicious when a driver's driving along, goes to turn in, and realizes a store just closed a couple seconds or a couple minutes beforehand, and then goes on. So Officer Sims again manipulates the situation by making the time 2 hours after the close of a store instead of 2 minutes. Now, the driver did end up getting charged with a traffic infraction of crossing the line, assault, and resisting arrest, along with a state charge. Hit that like and subscribe on your way out, and we'll catch you on the next video. Thank you.